Well, it was the presidential administration that changed America as we know it. Now, Donald Trump's term in office is being unpacked in an all-new docuseries.
A lot of people say about Donald Trump that deny until that denial becomes their truth. He is very much about spinning his message, whether it's a lie, whether it's wrong, or not. He just stays on message.
From the 2016 win to the 2020 loss and the return to this year's campaign trail, former 7 News US Bureau Chief Mike Amor takes us through the presidency, the persona and the power. And Mike joins us now. Hey, morning to you, Mike. So you spent 2 decades in the States, right, covering US politics. You were there for 5 presidential campaigns. What was so different about Trump's reign? And I'm really looking forward to how you can possibly put this into words.
Oh, he just broke every rule that there is to break. Mon and Matt, hi from Phoenix, Arizona, where I can tell you it's 45 degrees outside right now. I'm visiting my relatives here in America. But Trump, I think, took us all by surprise. This documentary goes way back, even before his election, to June 2015, when you remember he came down the gold escalator at Trump Tower to announce his presidency. And I think that's fair that nobody really took him seriously at that stage. And we go through those months and years through the eyes of us reporters, myself and my colleagues at the Channel 7 Bureau in Los Angeles, from his surprise win over Hillary Clinton, for his first day, where I think you'll remember he was so angry about the reporting of his inauguration crowd, right through to those COVID periods where he suggested that they drink bleach to try to stave off the COVID pandemic, and even on into Amelia Brace, our reporter, who was shot by rubber bullets and hit with pepper spray outside the White House when they were trying to break up a protest. So much happened in those 4 years. It's just remarkable that we're going to go around. They're spinning around again.
Mike, I'm so looking forward to your insights in this docuseries. Trump's administration has been coined one of the most unprecedented in modern American history. What lessons can be learned from his run in office?
Well, it's interesting, Matt, because we ended the January 6th insurrection, and of course now he's facing all sorts of criminal allegations and still has a number of trials ahead of him. Whether or not we get to that, despite all of that, he's still some polls ahead, some polls just behind. So whatever lessons Americans learned about Donald Trump, the president, they're not bad enough that they don't want him back again. And whatever the presidency was like, as crazy as it was in his first 4 years, there's a lot of fear about even it being worse if he gets re-elected, that he's going to use the Justice Department here in America to seek revenge on those that have held him to account over January 6th and the hush money payments, etc.
Mike, I'm really interested to know what your feeling is on the ground, because Americans are about to go into their long summer holidays. How much are people talking about the election? How much are they talking about the disunity that we seem to talk about a lot from the outside?
Well, I think it's key, Mon. If you have a Trump supporter in your family, and I do, you don't talk about it generally.
Yeah. They've been outed.
Yeah, I mean, look, not all Trump supporters are crazy. We've got a lot of very successful people within my own family who still support him, but it's become so bitter here. It's such a blood sport that people really are kind of wary about talking about it. Maybe if you're a Trump supporter, you'd proudly fly the flag, but it has become a very bitter and angry country when it comes to politics. And we're about to see that all over again as we go through the debates, which begin next week.
Mike, a quick check on polling. So the latest Fox News polling shows President Biden leading former President Trump 50 to 48%. This morning we learned that Trump's raised a huge $141 million for his campaign. What does the world look like if Trump gets a second term?
Trump, by the way, was very upset at that Fox polling that showed that Biden bounced back. He has bounced back. But look, I've seen these polls come and go. I saw the poll that said Hillary Clinton would win back in 2016, would romp it in, and that didn't prove to be right. So we've still got a long way to go But Trump has made it very clear about what another presidency would look like, that perhaps the people who are able to hold him back from some of his crazier moments won't be there in the next administration if he's successfully returned to the White House. And he's already pointed out things like having detention camps to round up illegal immigrants, no matter how long they've been in this country, round them up, perhaps even using the army, the National Guard, to do so. So we're going to see things like perhaps getting out of NATO, not supporting Ukraine. It'll be a wild ride.
It's going to be a wild ride and a fascinating docuseries. I wish not, Mike, to take away from the seriousness of this, but Mon, would you agree it's necessitated by the heat? But a casual clothes, Mike Amor, very fetching.
I like it. I like a Mike Amor in the wild.
This is Mike Amor in the
45 degrees,
wild.
not a bead of sweat.
And this is what you can expect from the docuseries. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah. Thankfully, I've got a lot more makeup and hairspray on in the docuseries. This is what my wife puts up with when I'm on holidays, and I had to shave a little bit. She made me do it, so, unfortunately.
Mike Amor, we'll watch anything with you in it. This looks terrific. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mon.
Enjoy the rest
Matt.
of the family time.
Cheers.
And the 6-part docuseries, The Trump Presidency As It Happened, is now streaming exclusively to 7+.